right, here with Nicholas Meregali. Just won the absolute and your weight division double gold. How do you feel, Nicholas?
Uh, I don't wanna use I feel great because there are things that I wanna fix from this performance. I think I did well. I got how many matches I did? 7 or 8.
I'm not sure. I lost track.
So one guy said 8, but I'm not sure. So whatever. I just didn't finish one match, my absolute final. But I won 11-0 or 11-2 points. I think they gave 2 points. I gave him 2 points, and it was a great performance. So my mind's fresh. So I was a little, as I said in my previous interviews, I was a little curious to see how good I would get to perform, as I didn't train as much as I normally do in the gi, because we don't have gi sessions at Austin. We just have no gi sessions. So I barely train. I have like 3 weeks camp, so it was more than enough to come here and get like maybe 80%, 85% CBH. So it was an incredible number, and so I'm still curious. Actually, I was curious before, and right now I'm curious to see how much can we improve together, me and John, training the gi after we build up some gi session in Austin. So we have a bright future.
So when you joined New Wave, you were already, if not the best in the world, one of the best in the world.
The best in the world.
The best in the world.
Yeah.
And how much do you think, though, John has influenced your game and made you progress?
So I think a lot of things kind of came together since I moved to Austin. So when I left Porto Alegre, I was having some mental issues. So that is the main reason I left. So I had 7-8 months in São Paulo training with the Dream Art guys. It was a great time. And then after Matt Gordon, I moved to Austin, and then I started training under John. So the first half a year, 7 months, as we had the HCC as the main goal. So I got there with zero no-gi experience. And when I saw myself, I was sparring against the best guys in the world: Giancarlo, Gordon, Lou, Gary, just high-level no-gi athletes. So I was in a very weird spot. Like I came from a position that I was the best in the world in the gi, and then I put myself in a room that, all right, so you're not the best anymore. You have to grind hard, because everybody's grinding hard together. So everybody was like rising the level, and I was like pretty down here, like rising my level like at the same time. So I had some tough half a year there, but after HCC, me and John talked, and we set a plan that was, let's stay home, train hard twice a day, lift the weights as well, and keep the whole focus on become the great, become the better as we can with the time that we have. So we had that idea about competing in March. Would be beginning on the beginning of the month, but I didn't find any competition. So the Pan Ams kind of fit perfectly on the schedule. So this is why we made the debut here. And John, so you guys can see. So I was already a great competitor, a great fighter. My jiu-jitsu never was a common jiu-jitsu. I never fought for titles. I never fought for medals. I always fought to dominate my opponents. And I got there here like already higher than everybody, and John got rise my level even more. So you guys saw how was my performance, how much I dominate my opponents. So I just didn't tap one. I just didn't tap one match, and the match that I didn't tap, I pretty much dominated the whole fight. So I'm excited to see the future, why we can build together, because John doesn't have gi session there. So as I said, I made my camp with no gi guys. They were incredible. Thanks so much, all the New Wave team. But there's the truth. So we are just starting to train in the gi, and I know we can build more champions there. And having John is something that words can't describe, like how special it is. So everything I hear from him is more knowledge, more like experience, more like he's always adding things, like every day. Any small conversation we have about jiu-jitsu, he's always adding something. So this is why I was already in a high spot. I was already like great doing jiu-jitsu, and right now I'm reaching the level I really want. I want to be the greatest ever. I always had this plan in my mind. I want to have a beautiful jiu-jitsu. I want to see people saying that my jiu-jitsu is not a common jiu-jitsu. My jiu-jitsu is art, and this is what I do. So I want to fight to see. I want to fight and see people appreciating my art. When I'm on the mats, I want to see that whole crowd loving or hating. I want to see people appreciating what I do, and I really want to be part of this small group of the greatest athletes ever. And I know I'm like very capable to be part. And I just showed a small piece about what we can do for the next, let's say, 2 years, like training the gi again, like focusing on new challenge. So it's gonna be an interesting future for us.
What's next for you, Meregali? You got anything planned coming up?
So your company actually offered me a no-gi match in May, and I'm not taking a no-gi match. I'm doing a gi match inside Hills Number 1. I'm pretty sure your boss, you can put in the intro, your boss cannot say no for me right now. I'm becoming one of the greatest ever, and if I'm the greatest ever, as people are saying, make the gi great again, I'm this guy, I can save the gi sport, and I'm competing in May. Who's number 1? A gi match. So I don't have a deal, I don't have a contract, I have anything, but I know people will force FloGrappling to make this match, and this is why I'm talking to the camera. We're gonna make that happen.
Yeah, so you're making me put this in the interview. So
of course, you can put that on the interview, or you can cut and send to your boss. It's pretty much the same thing.
All right. Anything else you want to say, Meregali?
I just want to say thank you, right? So starting with thank you for everybody who supported me since I said I was competing in Pan Ams. I think at this point of my career, I'm getting translate. I don't know if I can use that word translate, but like I had so many haters back in the days, and right now I feel I have more people loving what I do.
More people have transitioned into loving
Yeah,
you?
transition to both sides, like from hating to loving what I do, and it's been like a very lovely experience, to be honest, because I always had that kind of bad boy style. I mean, I'm a very nice guy, so who knows me in person knows that I'm a very nice guy, but I also have this persona when I'm fighting, and right now seeing people sharing love is being way much more more pleasurable, like to come to the state and compete, because I know that I will have some super strong base of fans. Also the New Wave team, so I love you guys. So everybody who dressed the gi to help me, and everybody who didn't dress because had other appointments, everybody is pretty busy. So I really appreciate John. I cannot say anything for John, just can prove and pay back him doing my best every day and giving him titles as a coach. And family, of course. So family, I love you. I can't wait to fly to Brazil and see my family. And everybody who in some way helped me and has helping me to reach this level, like greatest of all times. I don't know if I'm gonna become the greatest ever, but I'm definitely working for this, become the greatest athlete of all times.
Awesome. Thank you, Nicholas. I'll go do my part to see if we can get you on Who's Number 1 in the game.
They all work, man.